One of the key promises Goodluck Jonathan made to Nigerians during his campaigns was a total transformation of the road sector in the country. The president made this promise mindful of the critical importance of an efficient and safe road network to development and national economic growth. This is more so when you take into cognizance the fact that our roads account for about 90% of all freight and vehicular movement in Nigeria. Goodluck Jonathan served notice of his determination to deliver on this promise by the caliber of people he appointed to head the Federal Ministry of Works. Architect Mike Onolememen, a professionally trained construction manager with rich experience in the management of several large construction projects, was appointed Minister of Works, while Ambassador Bashir Yuguda, a diplomat and seasoned administrator, was appointed Minister of State for Works.
For us at the Federal Ministry of Works, domesticating the transformation agenda for us meant that we needed to provide good motorable road for Nigerians and also ensure that we improve travel times between origin and destination, and also help to ensure that we have reduced accident rate on our roads. In other words, we needed to achieve a reduction in the rate of fatalities on our roads.
Nigeria has a total road network of 193,200 kilometers of roads. Of this, 35,000 kilometers are federal roads. Although the federal road network constitutes 18% of the total national network, it accounts for about 70% of the national vehicular and freight traffic. When the ministers resumed duty, only about 30% of the federal road network was in good to fair condition. The remaining 70% was in dire need of maintenance, rehabilitation, reconstruction, or expansion, not to mention areas across the country in dire need of new roads. Major amongst the problems was washouts. In some instances, even bridges were completely washed out. Notable amongst which are the Gombe washout along the Gombe-Potiskum Road, where a bridge was washed out completely. Others were along Aucho-Okene Road, which was closed to motorists because gully erosion has swallowed up the road. Then along Enugu-Onitsha Highway, where there were about 3 locations with similar problems at Channel 16, 30 and 36.
Beyond the washout, we also have to prioritize the many number of ongoing projects we inherited. We inherited about 168 ongoing projects, and we knew, given the limited resources that we have, it was not possible to be able to continue with those projects the way we inherited them, because we needed well over 600 billion naira to complete the projects as it were, and yet we were dealing with a budgetary provision of about 100 billion naira.
There were also institutional and management problems because only 2 highway departments were managing the entire federal road network in the country. Broadly, the minister and his team saw these problems as those of management, policy and finance, problems which they need to carry out urgent and far-reaching changes to overcome. The mission was clear. The focus was to complete ongoing priority projects, to link the 6 geopolitical zones with dual carriage highways, to ensure better project management, to reform road management and financing processes, to deliver better and safer roads.
One of the strategies we used was to ensure that the governance structure of the ministry was tailored towards effective project delivery. And that was what gave rise to the restructuring we did, where we just came here by creating 6 directorates of highways, construction, and rehabilitation, and appointing a director to drive the transformation program in each of the 6 geopolitical zones.
The management restructuring saw the split of the 2 highway departments into 12 different departments. These being Highway Department for Planning and Development, Highway Roads Design Department, Highways Bridges Design Department, 6 zonal directorates of highway construction and rehabilitation. The Highway Unit for Materials, Geotechnics and Quality Control upgraded to a department. The Public-Private Partnership Unit upgraded to a department. The Road Sector Development Team Unit also upgraded to a department. With the creation of these departments and the empowerment of the zonal directors, the management of the nation's existing road networks and the development and recovery of new and deteriorated routes have now been decentralized and made more efficient.
I would say that the institutional restructuring that was carried out at the Ministry for me stands out amongst them as the singular most important thing we have done at the Ministry, because that was what gave birth to this flurry of achievement that I have been cataloging to you. So for me, it's the major turning point at the Ministry.
To provide an independent assessment and enhance the execution of all ongoing road projects nationwide, 6 independent zonal monitoring teams with membership from the private sector and reporting directly to the Honorable Minister was constituted in October 2011.
Membership of that committee was fully drawn from the private sector. In other words, independent Nigerian engineers, qualified engineers with vast experience were selected from the 6 geopolitical zones of this country to head those independent monitoring teams. So today, as Honorable Minister of War, I do have access to independent assessment of all our projects across the country. So if my zonal director is giving me a report from the zone, project by project basis, I have an independent report with which to match what he is giving to me, and if there are discrepancies, I'll raise the red flag and focus on the area and even go there and see for myself. So because of that mechanism which we put in place, our projects are now being better delivered.
Also top on the agenda of the new administration was a desire to bring road development in Nigeria in line with international best practice. Towards this end, the minister constituted a road sector reform committee in October 2011. The committee was made up of international experts and registered engineers in Nigeria to prepare a working document that will serve as a roadmap for the reform of the road sector. The committee has since concluded its assignment. Chief amongst its submission is the draft bill for the establishment of the Road Fund and the Federal Roads Authority, which is currently being reviewed before presentation to the Federal Executive Council. It is expected that the setting up of the Road Fund and the Federal Roads Authority will free the ministry to concentrate on policy matters, monitoring and evaluation of activities in the road sector, making for greater efficiency and success. All of these changes have made for a more robust and responsive ministry, leading to huge successes in tackling the task of providing and maintaining good federal roads across Nigeria in the last year.
We have succeeded in completing some major projects within this period. We have also succeeded in procuring a lot of projects. We have succeeded also in coming up with reforms that will strengthen the ministry. We are talking of our road sector, is doing well under us. FEMA has lived up to its expectation. Now we have dedicated trucks all over the country to address issues squarely and on the spot.
Looking back, we have successfully recovered about 90% of the washout we inherited when we came into office, notable among which is the along the Gombe-Patiskum Road, where the washout there, we had a bridge washed out completely. We have fully reconstructed that particular bridge.
Other achievements recorded over the year include the following: emergency reinstatement of washouts and gully erosion along Auchi-Okene Road, reinstatement of washouts Enugu-Onitsha Highway, reconstruction of Vomanchok Road, reconstruction of Gombe-Numanyola Road, rehabilitation of Kano Kazaure Adua Road in Katsina, rehabilitation of Aba Owerri Road, dualization of Onitsha Owerri Road, Enugu Onitsha Highway, recovered washout areas and expanded the road from 3 to 5 lanes of both sides to reduce logjam at Head Bridge. Kano Maiduguri dualization work at 50% completion. Apapa Oshodi Expressway, work being done on 2 sections. First section, Apapa Keys to kilometer 7. This includes the construction of a dedicated bridge and a trailer park to ease congestion. Work is at 40% completion. Section 2 from kilometer 7 to 12 has reached an advanced stage. The 34-kilometer Yenegwe-Kolu-Nembe-Bras Road Section 1 is currently ongoing, and there is a commitment by the President Goodluck Jonathan administration to complete it, having made a provision in the 2012 budget. The Bodo Boni Road project has been abandoned since 2003. In an effort to provide a good road leading to the Bodo Boni community, heart of the nation's LNG gas company, all is being done to ensure that the project is revisited and completed before the end of this administration. This 39-kilometer stretch road would also serve as an exit road for the gas industry in case of emergencies. The Zaria Funtua Gusau Road is also transforming as a result of the rehabilitation work along this 104-kilometer road that links Sokoto and Birnin Kebbi.
We decided to prioritize all roads leading to the seaports, all roads leading to the refineries, and all major roads connecting the 6 geopolitical zones of the country and traversing through major towns and cities in this country. Notable among which were the ongoing dualization projects which the federal government was embarking upon at the time. Notable among which is the Kano Maiduguri dual carriageway, the Abuja Abaji Lokoja dual carriageway, the Benin Ore Shagamu dual carriageway, as well as the Onitsha Enugu dual carriageway. Now on the Benin Ore Shagamu expressway, Nigerians know that that had become a nightmare for travelers, that particular road. But when we came in, we decided to tackle it headlong, and we focused on the very bad areas on the road. And after working on the bad area consistently for 8 months, we recorded huge successes, to the extent that the journey from Benin to Lagos that now took about 9 to 10 hours to accomplish, we were able to bring down the travel time to about 3.5 hours. So today, you can plan to leave Benin City in 3.5 hours time. You are sure that you will be in Lagos. In fact, that has helped to reduce travel time between, not just between Benin and Lagos, but between the Southeast and Lagos. And for us, that is very commendable. And today, looking back, we've also recorded a lot of successes in these particular areas. For instance, on the Abuja Abaji Lokoja dual carriageway, we were able to complete work on the Giri Bridge, the Giri interchange, and we also completed work on the New Gwagwalada Bridge, and both of them were open to traffic. They have been open to traffic, in fact, since December last year, and we were able to solve the perennial problem of traffic logjam during the end of year traffic rush period. We did the same around Onitsha, and between Abuja to Lokoja, we've been able to ramp up construction activities, and there is a floral construction activities ongoing on the road, to the extent that we have the kind of success we have recorded this past 1 year have not been recorded prior to this time, even with 3 years combined together.
The ministry is also in collaboration with multilateral agencies such as African Development Bank and the World Bank in financing the rehabilitation of various roads across the country. All this work has not gone unnoticed.
this government have already favored by dualizing this road. At least this is when they dualize this road, things are going well. There's no much accident, no more hold up along the roads. Everything is moving. All the vehicles are moving freely without no any problem along the road. We thank God for that.
The work is very fine now. Even the attack the road is very fine. But they're doing well. They're doing well. God will bless them.
Muna matuƙar farin ciki don gaskiya yanzu dai hanya ta yi lafiya saura mana dan lokaci dan kali ne su ba mu dama mu fara haurawa ta kan gada. Ce shi shugaban kasa Goodluck Jonathan shi muna masa addu'a. Allah ya ƙara bashi ƙarfi iya gudanar da mulkin. Kuma duk abin da yayi na alkhairi Allah ya bashi ladansa.
Before the road was repaired, the road was so bad before, and some of criminals attack people anyhow. But as at now, it's very enjoyable and motorable. So there was no disturbance except just few places before the Ore. That's where the only place that they are not be done.
Before it was doing about from here to Lagos, it takes us about almost 6 hours to 8 hours. But now it's about 4 hours.
Honestly, this company, they are really trying because when they started it, we never think they can do it. But what they are doing, man, we are really impressed. It was so bad, which there was no way here. We are taking through the town, and then there was a lot of accidents. So since they opened the road, I think it's very, very okay. And the road was so bad then, which the gully was so much. It's very, very okay. Very, very easy to the town when you are going up easily. Very, very okay.
Beyond the construction and rehabilitation of roads, the ministry has brought to the fore the issue of constant maintenance as a way of ensuring the roads in the country remain viable. To this end, it has empowered the Federal Roads Maintenance Agency, FEMA, to deliver on its mandate. A key constraint the ministry faces is the dearth of funds.
We also recognize that government alone will not be able to fund all our road development programs. So because of that, we have embraced the public-private partnership. And in the past 1 year, a lot of activities have taken place in this ministry under my watch to ensure that that model of delivering good roads to this country is embedded in the system as we speak. We have 3 projects that are being procured right now under the public-private partnership. We have the second Naija Bridge, which will connect Anambra State with Delta State, which will serve as an alternative route to the existing bridge that links Onitsha and Asaba. And of course, we have the approach road to Onolememen International Airport, which is the gateway to the country for those visitors visiting Nigeria for the first time through Onolememen International Airport in Ikeja. Then, of course, a bridge across the River Niger at Nopenko. These 3 projects have been procured as we speak under the public-private partnership. They are just the first in the series.
All the road projects under the public-private partnerships being carried out by the ministry include Lagos-Badagry Semi-Border Dual Carriageway, Enugu-Port Harcourt Dual Carriageway, construction of bridge over River Benue at Ibi along Shandam-Wukari Road, Ilorin-Mokwa Kaduna Road dualization, Enugu 9th Mile Otuko Makurdi Road dualization, Kefi Akwanga Jos Road dualization. To ensure successful implementation of the PPP initiative, the minister and his team have undertaken extensive tours to study successful international models and to educate and woo global investors into the road sector in Nigeria. In addition to the public-private partnerships, the ministry is looking at other sources of funding to enable it deliver on its mandate. One such is the unexplored 5% petroleum product surcharge that should have been accruing to the ministry.
We know that in 2007, the National Assembly approved the 5% surcharge on petroleum product in order to enable the Federal Road Maintenance Agency to better deliver on its mandate. In other words, to have access to adequate funds to deliver on its mandate. That particular provision, unfortunately, have not been implemented since then, but Mr. President has graciously approved that implementation should take effect this year, and we do hope that the relevant MDA, the relevant agencies will comply strictly with that to enable us maintain most of our road on a sustainable basis.
As the Goodluck Ebele Jonathan administration marks its first anniversary in office, and given the spate of work that has been done this far, one cannot help wondering what the future holds for the road sector in Nigeria.
Well, for us, the future is bright. One of the things we are doing right now is to ensure that some critical stretches of our highways are fixed in order for Nigerians to enjoy pleasurable driving across the country. And one of the things we are doing as part of our efforts to link the 6 geopolitical zones in this country with dual carriageway is to complete the missing link. I call it missing link because if you look at the map and see all the dual carriageway projects across the country, you will find out that we have dualized, for instance, from the southwest, from Lagos to Shagamu, Shagamu to Ore to Benin. We've also dualized from Owerri to Naija to Asaba to Benin. And we've also dualized, even though work is ongoing, the dualization now of Port Harcourt, Uwele, Warri, Benin. But the missing nexus right now is from Benin to Lokoja, where the Abuja-Abaji-Lokoja dualization stopped. So the ministry right now is procuring that particular missing link, and when completed, this administration would have succeeded in linking the 6 geopolitical zones of this country with dual carriageway. Because whether you are coming from Shagamu, or you are coming from Port Harcourt, or you are coming from Onitsha, the southeast, you now come into the Benin bypass, which is like a collector dual carriageway, and you can either be transported to Lokoja, and then on to Abuja, from Abuja to Kano, Kano to Maiduguri.
A major problem on our highways, which the ministry plans to tackle going forward, is the issue of indiscriminate parking by trailers, a phenomenon that has been responsible for many accidents and lost lives. The last year in the road sector has been quite challenging, but rewarding, as a lot of initiatives, programs and projects have been set in motion that will enable Nigeria to join the league of the 20 largest economies in the world, as encapsulated in Mr. President's transformation agenda. The future is very bright for Nigerian roads, as the foundation for a world-class road infrastructure is being laid. Continued success is, however, dependent on critical buy-in by Nigerians, who also have a role to play.
We are working, in fact, in all the geopolitical zones in the country, we have projects that are impacting positively. You drive from Lagos to Benin to Abuja to Kano, from Kano you pass to Bauchi, Maiduguri, Taraba. We're all over, and also in all parts of the Northwest. So we are delivering, and we hope to get the cooperation of all Nigerians in order to make us succeed.
Well, my message for Nigerians is to continue to support the President Goodluck Jonathan-led administration, because the administration means well for this country, and the administration needs the support of Nigerians to succeed in delivering its transformation agenda for the good of our people in this country.